djlonghairorig here in the house. Welcome everyone to another MTG Round Table. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. We made sure to send 2005 packing, 2025 even more so packing. Yes. Yeah, but it was good times. How you doing, Dan?
Oh, pretty good. Let's fix your opening sequence here. DJ Long here with a hangover today.
Oh well, it happens. Frank,
Hmm.
how you
I'm doing
doing?
pretty good.
I wonder
Oh,
how
good.
long we can maintain the DJ part. Well, give me a second. DJ Longer. I
Yeah,
ran out of breath.
nice. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
welcome everyone.
we could always get the New England men's choir just to hold out that note, and each section of it just picks up where the other one leaves off.
Mm, damn.
Crazy.
You're over the 7th edition foils, huh? Wow.
Ooh, 7th edition foils. Nice.
Yeah. Well, we're here. Yes, I'm hungover. But we're here. And I guess today we'll just kind of talk about what to expect for 2026. 2025 is gone. Good riddance. We had some good stuff. A lot of what the hells. I like how everyone's all. Do you remember Innistrad Remastered? Yeah, we still don't care. you know, I don't know. What did you like from 2025, Frank?
Well, Flesh and Blood released some really solid sets in the year, and there was also some really cool Yu-Gi-Oh sets that I liked.
Nice.
Destined Rivals for Pokemon was pretty awesome. Oh, you mean for Magic?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God. Really?
Come back to me for that.
Okay. Well, you don't really play, Dan, but what did you like from 2025?
Well, looking at the sets, I kind of like that Dustborn set. They
Yeah,
had some
the
pretty good
horror
art there. I kind of
80s.
liked that. It brought me back to a day when we used to watch movies and like collect like the horror cards. Remember back in the '90s, they had those horror trading cards with like all
Mm,
the Universal monsters.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a whole set of those, and that's what
Nice.
kind of reminded me of those. And if it wasn't for the fact that I couldn't afford to buy into that Magic set for the Dustborn, I would have absolutely gotten into it just because of that nostalgic feeling.
Yeah. And oddly enough, I didn't get enough of that set. Just kind of. I mean, that was what the year before, yeah. Or wait, I'm lost. What year is it, Frank?
It is 1986,
Oh,
and
bad.
Super Mario Brothers has just released, so it is time
That's
to
it.
save Princess Peach.
Nice.
And last year, Back to the Future was a hit. Uh, you know, who would have
Truly.
figured that kid from that sitcom would have made it?
Yeah. Was it Family Ties?
Yeah,
Mm,
In one hand, I am holding Super Mario Brothers. In the other hand, I am holding The Legend of Zelda. Truly,
nice.
this is the peak of civilization.
That's fair.
can't figure out which cartridge you want to pop in there.
Man, I just don't know which to choose. They're both so good.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, DJ. That's me. I'm just waking myself up. Sorry. Team Cosmics, good to see you, buddy. Heavy Metal Chaplain. Happy New Year to you. And Investable Collectibles. Glad you did not get zapped. Installing an amp breaker. That's good. Oh yeah, Zelda. Yep. I God, I have to look at 2005 because I have 2006 posted. I can look at that, but not last year. Let's see. We had Innistrad Remastered, like why, and then on top of that, don't put any value on the set. We had Aether Drift. Oh boy. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's see. After Aether Drift, was that Deathsmarn or what was? Bruh. Um, I have to look. Bruh.
Bruh.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. So Deathsmarn was the year before, Dan.
Oh, was it the year before?
Yeah.
He tried to actually be positive about it too, and he wasn't even allowed to have it.
Hey, you know what? I guess I've been hanging out with you guys a lot longer than I remember.
All right, so we had Aether Drift, Tarkir, Final Fantasy. I mean, that's really the best set of the year. Edge of Eternities was super good. And then we have Spider-Man, and a lot of people aren't that excited about Spider-Man or Avatar. But to be fair, Dan, I actually had to look because of my current state of apathy.
Hey, you know what? Time starts to run together after a while.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I like that. Can we go back to 1986? That'd be sick.
1986. What are some other really solid years
Oh,
for?
dude, and then we can go to an actual Pizza Hut like restaurant and sit inside. That's dope.
Yeah, 1986 was pretty awesome. 2005 was pretty great. 1998
That's why
was
it keeps
pretty
popping in my head.
awesome.
Like I can't say 2025. I keep saying 2005.
Yeah.
I think it's wishful thinking. Yeah. So I don't know. Edge of Eternities was kind of cool, even though it was a hat set. Well, sorry, space helmet set. And it's gonna give you some stuff. I'm sure when Star Trek comes out, that it'll be like, we'll actually have more battleships and battle cruisers we can play. Commander, yay! I'm stoked for it. I know it's.
I'm
late.
kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Although at the same time, like there's a lot of nice stuff coming out of Paramount when it comes to the Star Trek, but then at the same time they keep on canceling projects left and right. So I don't know.
Honestly, that's a good thing. Same with Star Wars. Like if they put out something and then they pull back on it, it's probably because it was absolute crap and they're just doing it to own the chuds. So
Yeah.
We're not getting political here. I'm just saying.
No, but it's fact.
I can't think of a single positive thing to come out of legacy media or legacy IPs for a while. It's all new stuff that has me interested. That's like really indie.
Maybe because I don't know the lore, I actually do like Fallout.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, yeah. That is basically my experience. Is if you are not a Fallout fan, the Fallout TV show is really fun. If you love Fallout, you hate the TV show.
Yeah, pretty much.
That has been my understanding.
Hey,
there are
up,
a couple
Brain?
of reasons I believe that's the thing, but then at the same time,
Happy
a
New
lot
Year
of
to you.
Fallout fans I've seen on the YouTubes with their Fallout videos based off of the TV series in comparison to the games. If you ignore certain flaws about the different bunkers or vaults, it's easy to like, I guess, from what people are like. You have to ignore like three features, like three main big things, I guess.
Well, one of them is pretty big, though. One of them is pretty large.
Her butt. Oh, sorry.
No, the TV show has apparently retconned why Vault Tech even constructed the vaults in the first place, and it also apparently retconned how Mr. House interacted with the apocalypse and how his plan was conceived, which is, look, we're not going to get into this. We could spend the entire next 3 hours of the night talking about why Amazon doesn't deserve to have access to any intellectual property that isn't an actual turd on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But let's not do that.
For the most part, they're like, I don't know. I only played 1 and 2, right? I'm still trying to play it in order, so I need someone that actually knows what they're doing to find all the mods and stuff. So
you're only missing one game. You've played 1 and 2. Now all you need to do is play New Vegas, and you got it all.
No, I'm gonna play 3. Damn it! I don't care. I'm playing 3. That was the deal. I gotta pay 3, and then I can play New Vegas. So that's been a hold up. And honestly, to make 3 work, bruh.
Yep.
So I gotta do the due diligence and try to figure it out, and maybe get some help to get it installed so that I can continue the damn series.
All right.
Yeah.
So you wanted to go back to 1996, go back 30 years. And here's what was the big stuff in pop culture, particularly television, the top 10 television shows of 1996. ER
Oh yeah.
was at number 1.
Oh yeah. No, sorry, man. I'm not making out with the mic. There you go. Okay, go ahead.
ER at number 1. Seinfeld was the number 2 television series of 1996.
No way.
And Suddenly Susan. I never heard
Suddenly
of that one.
Susan.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds
hell
like
is
probably a
that?
chick, popular sitcom. It says probably a
Oh.
chick show. Friends, number 4. Number 5,
yeah.
The Naked Truth, a comedy show on NBC, and Fired Up, another one for NBC.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, but it has Monday Night Football listed as a situation comedy. I don't.
Well, technically,
That's hilarious.
And
That's not incorrect. So much as it is imprecise.
yeah. Oh, heavy metal. All right, I gotta
Home
watch my
Improvement,
microphones
and
around
then
you.
Touched by an Angel, and 60 Minutes. Those were the top 10 things on
Like 3
television.
of those, I don't remember at all. But then again,
1996.
yeah.
So it's like some of those things I know. Like I know Seinfeld. I knew ER. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I know ER like 7 out of the 10. I kind of remember.
you know.
All right. So yeah, back to Magic, I guess.
Oh yeah, we talk about that here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know why. That's the state of the thing. Like, remember a couple weeks back, I just came in. Like, no one wanted to hang out, and I was just like, bruh, I'm not gonna be here long. I was like here for like 15 minutes because I'm not gonna sit here and yap to myself for 2 hours. I just didn't feel it. And I just said, dude, Magic's feeling weird. You know?
Well, they
It's
had
like,
back-to-back
we're in this
sets
funk.
of
You know?
Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Avatar: Last Airbender. It's had back-to-back set releases, and half of them are not Magic. So of course it feels weird.
Yeah.
And then
It
for the
does.
last,
I mean, I don't care. I'm not as attached to the IP as some of you guys that have been around forever. I actually don't mind, and no, I don't hate Magic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I am not completely entrenched in the IP as some of you guys are. I like the elements of stuff and whatnot, but like I wasn't there playing like in it 1993, 94. You know, so.
neither was I, to be
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, So,
I still like
it for what it is. I appreciate the game and this Universes Beyond element that comes in. I don't mind it so much because I always like the what ifs. Like that's why I love the Star Wars miniatures game because you can have it went back so like WotC actually did something decent with that game because they went back throughout the whole history and there was like 11 12 different factions and it was cool because it got into the books and all that. Like I was more of a Star Wars lore head, but long story short, I don't mind so much on the Universes Beyond when it's implemented right. 40K was amazing and they kept it simple. Fallout for the most part, pretty damn good. I mean, I enjoyed it, man. I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, and whenever they do like the commander decks that are I don't know with plane chase or some special element, kind of doesn't flow well with the other decks. So I wasn't really into Doctor Who. It's just especially with what they're putting out now, it's not even worth my time. But like Ninja Turtles, whatever, dude. I'm like, that's cool. It's coming more off like a specialty set, not really why they had to lump it in standard. If it was just its standalone, I think it would be cool, right?
Possibly.
I think you have the different levels of gamer. You have the gamer who doesn't really give a shit about the lore of any game. That's that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. 14 minutes and 44 seconds in. I lost that one. All right.
1440. Oh, dude, was it 1414?
1444.
Oh, 44. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Carry on.
But there are those who don't care about what the lore is when they're playing a game, as long as they can win the game. You know.
Oh, sick. Wait,
I'm
wait.
pretty sure you
Pause for
don't
the
have.
cause. Hey, Dan, I'm sorry to cut you off, but pause for the cause. We have audio prawn live right now. Check out what heavy metal has.
Ooh, synthesizer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, carry on with your story, sir. I just
Yeah.
when audio stuff happens, you're like, whoa. All right, carry on.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, like, when it comes down to those people who care about lore, I know it means a lot to a lot of people. You know, I mean, you got to get something to pull you in. It is a hook,
Yeah.
and everything needs a hook. Why do I have an echo?
I don't know.
I assumed it was because you were a ghost.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, and then you know, so it's like you have the two different types. Then you got the type of a person that goes into a game because of that third party IP that's doing a collab, and they're probably not going to come back. I mean, it's wishful
Yeah.
thinking on the part of like Wizards of
Well-
the Coast or any other company, but at the same time, you're going to probably, for every 10 people who buy into a collaboration, probably one of those 10 are going to, if that, are going to be permanent players.
Yeah, and it does bring people in. We've had new people in the mix. People don't appreciate us getting the Poke Bros in the mix, but it's that for the most part, it's normalizing. I don't know why everyone's freaking out like, oh my god, Magic's failing. It's just like, no, it's normalizing, dude. Most of the scalpers lost money with Spider-Man, and Avatar. Just it's not going to be another Final Fantasy set.
Sorry, what? I zoned out for a bit. I heard Magic's failing. What? It's all going to zero. It's all
dude.
collapsing.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
going to zero, bro.
Hasbro just closed their doors. Wizards of the Coast has got kicked out on the streets. Given
Guys, I got heavy bags. I got to sell now. I got to go.
Oh yeah, and then Elon Musk bought Hasbro so that he can have the. This is what I heard on another channel. I thought it was funny, so that he can have the Optimus Prime or the other logo, right? Transformer logo. That'd be sick. And then,
that's a
he
good
bought.
conspiracy
He had to buy Hasbro to get to D&D. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't put it past him to buy an entire company just to get a hold of an emblem to put on his Ferrari or something.
Yeah. No. Keep in mind, I could care less about the dude. I mean, whatever. But dude, if you had that kind of money, hell yeah, I'd buy Hasbro up, dude. Why not?
I would buy parts of Hasbro.
Yeah, parts of, but like they're gonna piece out like in these business heads. It's like they need to separate off Wizards of the Coast, and it's just like they're not gonna do that. That's like
They're
the
not
only thing
gonna
that's
do
making
that.
them money.
It's their only profitable corner.
Yeah,
everything else has been failing for 8 years.
Yeah, dude.
If they
Buying
divided that,
entertainment companies and like,
It would-
what are you gonna do with that, dude? Really?
it would
Right.
drastically damage both sides, the parent company and the daughter company, that kind of thing. It would pretty much, when people say that, they don't understand how that model of business works. And when
I don't understand it, but from a common sense standpoint, why would you give away your cash cow, dude?
you
Like,
wouldn't.
Stop.
But these are people, and I'm not trying to get I'm not trying to get like all political or anything. But these are people when they're like, oh well, they ought to get rid of this, or get rid of that. That's communist mentality, and I don't, I don't know. That mentality doesn't work.
Dan, I'm not gonna say that your opinion's wrong, and we don't have to bring up communism. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying it's.
But in general,
but
they make
saying
stupid decisions. That's all.
That the corporation that these people don't like these corporations, and they want them to split up. And the problem is these big corporations, they survive because they have the daughter companies and they have their additional product that they buy into. Now, if you were to, after being established, pull that away from those companies, it would completely destroy the fundamental building block of the corporation and the product that they have a hold of.
Yeah.
It's not about politics.
But
it's about how you manage it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now that's why I said it's not political. People will
Yeah.
take it politically because I use a word. You took it politically because I used the word, even though I prefaced said it's not political.
Oh, I know. You
now-
don't
now-
wait, Dan. I'm just saying that to cover my ass, dude. That's all.
Well,
Dude. I don't care. Like you and I could talk about this, no problem. But
let YouTube take away my freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Let YouTube take away my freedom of speech. I don't give a shit.
Right.
20 minutes and 5 seconds into it for a second cuss.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, when you take away these basic building blocks and principles of a product and a company, and their daughter companies, it completely ruins the entire thing. And you could absolutely ruin the product as well as ruin the company that owns the product.
Mm-hmm.
You catch my drift?
Yeah. What's your take, Frank?
I disagree, but I'm not going to get into it.
No,
yeah, that's fair. But it's not going to happen, though. I'm just saying from a common standpoint, like Elon just wants D&D. I mean, they'd have to be pretty desperate to
Why would he
sell
want
off that
D&D?
IP.
He loves D&D. He loves D&D.
But,
yeah.
Oh no,
that's not going to happen. Like
he even uses D&D references in his when he goes on Joe Rogan's podcast. He always uses D&D references.
I mean, whatever. As gamers, like we don't have to agree with each other all the time. But enjoy the game,
Right.
And they're making steps to make it not enjoyable. So we're gonna have problems. Shit. That's anything, right? But yeah, they're not going to sell off. And I just bring it off because it's just funny because people just think, oh, he's going to buy Hasbro. It's like he'd be forced to buy Hasbro, just like he was forced to buy now X, right? So
he was coerced into it. But he
time.
did open his mouth.
Oh yeah,
and in a sense, he did open his mouth. He did make a tweet that was taken as a verbal or a written contract.
But he's made no written or verbal anything stating that he is for sure going to buy it. I mean,
no, he's never stated that he wanted.
It's not
it
a thing, really.
He's never stated that he wanted D&D. It was one person that got mad at him because on one of the podcasts he was saying that really D&D is the only game worth playing, and that was the quote. He said, Dungeons and Dragons is the only game worth playing. And then the host of the show, I don't think it was Joe Rogan. Might have been. He goes on Joe Rogan a lot. But they said, well, why don't you just buy the game? And he made a joke that said, after the Twitter debacle, I'm not going to say I'm going to do something like that again.
Yeah.
He didn't even want Twitter. He didn't even want Twitter. He was just trying to prove a point. And they forced him to buy it because they considered that a written contract because he posted it live on his Twitter page or whatever,
And keep in mind, for me, I don't care, dude. I am not Elon. I'm not on Elon's D, bro, at all. All right. But it's just from a practical standpoint, it doesn't make sense because if that was the case, they would not sell off the D&D IP by itself.
No, they wouldn't.
I don't think so.
No, they wouldn't. They got the D&D franchise tied into too many things. They got it tied into multiple video game franchises.
Oh, and gambling.
They got it tied into multiple video game franchises. They got it tied into Magic the Gathering. They got it tied into Warhammer. They got it tied into all these different things that they have their hands in. They got D&D tied into. D&D ain't going nowhere. Plus, they got a powerful secondhand entertainment and licensing with the Beta Canon novels and also Beta Canon movies that they come out with and TV shows that even though they all sucked, they become cult classics.
Yeah. Well, anyways, 2006. Yay.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I feel good about this year.
Ninja Turtle. Okay, the one thing I wanted to state earlier too, is that like I'm not that like hardcore up on the IP that all this interaction with Universes Beyond messed with me. I'm just looking at the cards, like, I like to play Jund, so I'm looking at all the cool green cards, all the cool black cards, all the cool red cards. How's it going to affect the game? Whatever, it does affect the game. Cool. That's kind of where I look. So Ninja Turtles, even though was an avid Ninja Turtle fan, honestly, I am stoked on Splinter and Shredder. They both are mono black, I think, and they look sick. So, bet, right?
Ninja Turtles will
Lorwyn.
be under the Universes Beyond sets.
Well, yeah. So Ninja Turtles is this unannounced. I couldn't find a recent pick because I didn't put in effort. But the unannounced Universes Beyond, we all knew it was going to be Ninja Turtles. So it's Ninja Turtles, and we saw some of that before. And like I said, I'm stoked on Splinter and Shredder. They're pretty sick. I'd like to see what they do with the other characters. We've had hardcore speculation. We'll find out closer to the actual release in March. But yeah, Lorwyn's coming. I'm kind of excited. It's weird. We're all excited because it's an in IP set. I mean, even if it is going to be Strixhaven 5.5 or 3.019 road trip edition. That's what's going to be, right, Frank?
Yeah, it is Strixhaven featuring the Lorwyn backdrop.
Yeah. So I really hope that they dig deep into the backdrop. They make sure to do that day and night thing.
They've been shallow with every universe set for the last 4 years.
What was that?
They have been extremely shallow with every single in-universe set for the last 4 years. I would be ecstatic if Lorwyn Eclipse was somehow a really in-depth, beautifully crafted, flavorful set. But
Right?
we already know that it isn't.
And when's the last time we had that?
2019.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Okay.
a lot of this has been brought up. Well, I'm asking you to. A lot of this has been a lot of these crossovers and stuff that's out of universe is all because of a former executive who now works at Pop. Am I correct?
We are not. First off, she doesn't work there anymore. She got fired.
Oh, Cynthia Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, she does not work at Funko anymore. She was there for less than a year, and she was unable to turn the Pop company around from worthless slop into something profitable.
Yeah. She doesn't understand collectibles at all.
Yes. No, I do not believe this was a Cynthia decision. I actually firmly believe that this was a Chris Cox decision that came down from on high, because the thing about Universes Beyond, the first one was 2020.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, it was in Secret Lair, which everyone got butthurt about. And if it stayed in Secret Lair, then we would have been, well, I guess you're forced to buy that.
My point being, these kind of licensing deals, they take forever to settle and to hash out and agree. And combining that with Magic the Gathering's glacial development cycle, I actually firmly believe that Cynthia was not the one who set this in motion, because Chris Cox, let me double check just to be sure I'm right on the dates. Yeah, it's awful.
I mean, she became pretty much the scapegoat because she's the one that said, hey, if something goes over $30, we got to print more. All right. Something along those lines. Was it her or was it Chris? I think it was her that said that, right?
She's the one who said that D&D was under monetized and stuff like that. She was the one who was like, oh yeah, we got to get a subscription service for Dungeons and Dragons, which is one of the stupidest ideas I've ever heard. But Chris Cox was the guy in charge of Wizards of the Coast from 2016 to 2021, 2022. So all of this stuff, I firmly believe, was under his tenure, and all these new Universes Beyond comes from his leadership at Hasbro. And to his credit, if you look at this in a vacuum, the idea of crossing over a massively successful rule set like Magic the Gathering with the Monopoly style Hasbroification, popification that Hasbro is known for, because they primarily deal with licensing. If we're being honest, if you
Yeah.
combine those two things, you get, in theory, a great product. Unfortunately, what we have been seeing time and time again is that while some Universes Beyonds do fantastic, others are basically a flop.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really seem like it's worth the effort, in my opinion.
Do you
to
think that's
sabotage-
because? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I
was
just
just
don't think
saying-
it's worth it to sabotage your game for something that is not bringing in meaningful gains.
Yeah.
Do you think
That
that
makes
that's a reason why you get a lot of people who are like very lore centric, going, "Hey, you know what? While we would like to continue seeing more cards put out there, we would like to see an excuse to have more cards put out there, in legitimate cards, in story cards, for example." A lot of people who are upset about these contractual collaborations between, like, say, for example, Disney, Warner Brothers, Paramount, and Hasbro, invading, and these are words that have been said several times. I've heard it on multiple Magic shows, that these IPs are invading their lore and killing their game. So now, with these pop culture contracts, do you think that's why people believe this and have like started turning their back on Magic?
Well, so there's a very important thing you have to understand when it comes to entrenched and loyal players. It does not take much to get someone who is loyal to you to completely abandon you, and once they abandon you, they'll never look back. This is a concept known as the trust thermocline. I have studied it with various TCGs actually over the last 15 to 20 years,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
observing the effect that just a few bad choices over a small amount of time can have on a player base, a fan base, and the overall financials of the game. And if you look back at games like, let's use Yu-Gi-Oh as a good example. Yu-Gi-Oh is in the shitter right now. Every single set that comes out collapses over 50%. Stores have been rushing to try and fire sell it. And this has been a thing for like the last 4 years, and it really started in 2017 when the metagame of Yu-Gi-Oh really ramped up, and a bunch of people started leaving because they didn't like the direction the game was going.
Yeah.
At first, it was just a few people leaving because they didn't like the new archetypes and the new card types. Then some more people left because they didn't like the new meta. Some more people left because they didn't like some of the new additions. And some people even left because they didn't like how the reprints were structured. Different people will have different reasons for falling out of love with things that they enjoy. It just takes a small amount of those people dipping out for good to really start to negatively impact things. And we can see with Yu-Gi-Oh that the larger the IP, the larger the overall overreach and fan base, the longer it takes for this trust thermocline to really hit like catastrophic levels, for people to just be really noticing the back draw, the back effects, and all that jazz. For Magic the Gathering, I don't think we've hit that point yet, but I do think if you look back to 2019, 2020, 2021, you can really start to see that there's a lot of the grievances we've been hearing about Magic the Gathering lately really started around that time. People have been airing their grievances, hopping out of the game. Flesh and Blood got really popular because of this. Lorcana and Sorcery got really big off of Magic fans leaving Magic the Gathering, and you're seeing a slow exodus of players from Magic for a variety of reasons. Universes Beyond is not the only one. There is the ongoing catastrophic management of the Pro Tour scene and anything that resembles competitive Magic. There is the continued mismanagement of online and arena. There is the continued mismanagement of their premier formats like Standard, Modern, Pauper, and Commander. And of course, yes, Universes Beyond is a problem. But yes, there are fans who are super upset at Magic the Gathering and are leaving. They do feel personally attacked by Universes Beyond because they feel like it attacks the integrity of the game, its core identity. But those are just those people who are upset about that. They are just one small group of people among many groups of people who are upset with Magic for one reason or another. There's people who quit playing Magic, 2 years ago because of
M30.
Yeah, because of Magic 30. There's people who quit Magic because of the introduction of secret layers. There's people who quit Magic because of the Double Masters $100 packs. There's people who quit Magic because of the OGL debacle with Dungeons and Dragons, which had nothing to do with Magic, but it was a Wizards of the Coast decision. So they bowed out. There are going to be plenty of reasons compounding. Yeah, Daedalus has it right. There's people who left Magic because of banding. There's people who are going to leave Magic for one reason or another. It's just that recently we've seen a lot of decisions that a lot of people are really not vibing with. If enough of these kind of poor choices continue to happen, I do believe a Trust Thermocline situation could happen where we start to see a collapse of Magic attendance, interest, and much like Yu-Gi-Oh, box prices. And I don't want that to happen. So I think when a lot of people are talking online about feeling attacked and feeling like the game's core identity is being destroyed, they're really like, it's more like a cry for help than an exasperation and a furious tantrum, because more to the point, they just want their game that they love so much to continue going. And I don't think that if Hasbro's current leadership for Wizards of the Coast continues, that is a guarantee.
Yeah. Real quick, added a new set. No, there were 7 sets. He was asking this earlier. Berthor, yeah. No, it's still the same 7. They haven't sprung another. It's got to be in standard 8th or 9th set. I wouldn't put it past them though. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. So was it going to be how many sets for like? What, 15 to, I don't know, 20 sets that you have to be kind of current on if you really want to be the meta in standard?
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. It's like who cares about standard right now? Honestly, who's keeping up with it? It's a 3-year rotation with a bunch of sets that are, for some, extremely overpowered, for others, extremely mid. And honestly, I know that it's been said that you got to keep track of like 12 plus sets, but really, there's like 2 or 3.
Also, the inconvenience of Arena too.
Arena.
Figure out what Spider-Man cards or whatever. Yeah.
Could you imagine trying to port your deck over from Arena to any other kind of play and being?
They probably still have the same stipulation for superheroes, which will be a much better set, I think. Like, the power level of Spider-Man was just beyond low as well. I mean, it's standard, but it seems like it's like beginner deck standard,
Yeah.
Of course, they were using it to attract a new clientele.
Sure, but you got to throw a bone at us a little bit. Jeez. I mean,
well, they threw a bone. It's a $30,000 cards in the set.
Yeah,
come on, man, buy the collector boosters.
They're throwing bones at you all the time by constant releases. Now,
I know. Honestly, I got my villains. I want the fancy versions, but I'm not going to spend $160 to get it. So whatever,
Well, that's how they make your money. That's see, the way I figure it, the way I figure it, and I could be wrong because I'm an idiot and I admit that. But the way I figure it is, everybody wants into your wallet. And
although
they're going to find a way to get into your wallet, whether it be finding that thing. If they have to do an OnlyFans set, then they're going to do it. In order to get people to buy, and just keep on releasing something that you don't have, and you need to, it's just a collectibles industry. I'm not talking about Magic. I'm talking about looking at how many comic books are being released on a monthly basis. At my comic book shop and go, you know what? If I wanted to keep up to date on the storyline, I have to buy like 30 comic books in Marvel just to be able to keep up with the storyline. It's insane, And well, you can always wait 5 years until we release the omnibus. Come on.
Right.
You got me by releasing a 14-page comic book.
My understanding that you're not really missing much. So current rating. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, for the addictive collector, you're going to want to fill your holes.
That's right. That's true. Couldn't say it better myself, Dan. That's a beautiful lead up just to say that line. Good job, Dan. I'm proud of you.
Notice how I worked in OnlyFans like a couple of sentences before that.
Right.
But, just saying,
Right.
You know, they're gonna gouge you no matter what, and they know
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
You know, even a lot of these people who've said that they're walking
I think
away
it's a
from
matter of
Magic
like
are still buying.
acceptable gouging. You know, like you want me to blow everything, you got to give me something worth blowing it on. You know.
But
I
isn't
mean,
that like the lure of a gotcha game? It's almost gambling.
oh, it is. Yeah.
You know, there
It
was
is.
multiple reasons why when I was going to school and Pokemon was just like my senior year, Pokemon was just starting to be popular, and they outlawed it in our schools. They said it was
Yeah.
gambling materials.
Nice.
You know, I mean, just the gotcha game aspect itself, I mean, is addictive. Look at all these people who play Genshin Impact.
I'd rather not.
You know, and then you have the Magic Online people who are virtually the same kind of mentality. No
Yeah.
offense to those people who play Magic Online.
But no, they know what they did.
Yeah, it's their fault. What?
You know,
Oh.
I mean, it is virtually gambling, and you're not getting anything in return, except for a piece of digital, whatever, or a piece of cardboard that means something to only you.
Yeah.
You know, that's how my comic books are. Nobody's going to buy my comic books off of me. I mean, I'm the one who's buying them off of everybody who's trying to sell them in a time when collectibles are not worth as much as they should be. You know, I mean, the paper is only worth something to me, really.
Yeah. Crazy, man. All right, so back to Magic, Frank. What set are you looking forward to this year?
All right, what is our lineup?
Let me get that lineup again. Bray, stop messing with me. God, I have issues with inanimate objects. They always mess with me.
I was going to click it on the screen, but it's no longer there. There we go.
Yeah. All right, so we got Lorwyn coming up, which is the Strixhaven road trip. We have Ninja Turtles. I don't expect much from it, so I'm gonna be happy if they give me a couple other characters or useful cards. You know, like I said, I'm all out. I'm all trying to get Splinter for my rats. I think that'd be dope, and Super Shredder. I think he's a villain too, so I can actually slot him in my villain deck. Ooh, yeah, baby. Okay. Strixhaven is next, and then we got superheroes, which I'm actually stoked for because I want more villains for my crappy villains deck. It's gonna be awesome. Hobbit after that. Reality Fracture is their, Super Squirrel secret magic in-universe magic set thing. I have a feeling they're gonna throw Universes Beyond stuff into it as well, but I don't know. Supposedly it's supposed to be in Magic lore in IP. But it's gonna be like, I don't know. What was the one where they swapped abilities? So blue things were doing black things, and black things were doing green things, and
Time Spiral, Plane Shift.
Time Spiral plans. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be like that. With whatever theme that they're going for. And then Star Trek, which I know it's like totally not, but to me, with very little story effort, you can say that Magic's a holodeck adventure. So I can see it. I know it's a reach, but I can see it. But actual battle cruiser commander, I can't wait. I mean, I'm gonna load up like a Klingon ship and with, I don't know, non-Star Trek characters and combine my fleet and dude, let's actually do battle cruiser commander. I'm down.
Isn't there a couple of space sets already for Magic?
No, there's one. There was Edge of Eternities. Remember, we're edging forever.
Yeah. So I mean, the Star Trek stuff would go very well as a crossover if you think about it.
But I'm more like I'm excited for the memes. Like, I don't know that it's necessarily a good thing, but I'm for the memes. But yeah.
But you're kind of like I am, where I'm pretty sure the three of us are from the 80s and 90s, and so we've gotten used to like certain pieces of member berries, and that we want a lot of us would like to see our member berries put out there. In
The
fan
British
fiction.
Museum is currently hunting us to add us to their fossil exhibit.
Really? Yes, it's going to be the holy relic. Oh, great.
Just saying. I mean, but for me,
It does sound like an unset, but they're going to make it standard legal because they've learned if they don't make it standard legal or whatever, people won't buy it, right? I mean,
That is the unset lesson they've learned.
yeah,
People are unwilling to buy unsets
right.
because they're silver bordered, so they just make them black bordered and say fuck it.
define
Yeah.
unset for idiots like me.
Anything Mark Rosewater creates.
Yeah.
Silver bordered Magic the Gathering cards that have silly, in theory, effects that couldn't, in theory, work in real Magic the Gathering. They are
Right.
most famous for putting squirrel cards on the board.
I
They
know.
were originally famous for their full art lands, and they were more or less every single one.
Yeah.
Every single one was a catastrophic financial failure. Not a single one of them has done well financially. Even the most recent one, Unfinity, despite what Wizards of the Coast says, initially it was not a good financial product. It did not go well.
Yeah. Daedalus or Cryptos. No, Dan and I know there's Magic episodes in Star Trek, so it's like it's not that far fetched, right?
Well,
But it's just that it's
yeah.
sci-fi,
Yeah,
more sci-fi, and it's like, wow, why is that in my fantasy game? Well, technically, you have a Holodeck Adventures. You also have the planets visited in the first original series with magic beings and gods and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, I mean, I can see it.
Yeah, magic beings, gods, particularly beings like the Q, Trillon. He was from the original series. They just recently, with Strange New Worlds, tied in Trillane to the Continuum. It does work. Plus, also, there's a lot of episodes, like Daedalus is saying, that hinge into the old canon of mythology, especially Greek mythology, European mythology.
I'm currently struggling to get through Picard season 2. I heard 3 they did really well, so I'm like, all
3
right.
they made up for some of the stuff they screwed up on, but 2 did ruin a lot of lore. Plus, season 2, the very first 15 minutes kind of ticked a lot of people off.
Bro, they had to come back to 2025. Why? No. Anyways, yeah. So that's what we had to look forward to. What are you excited about, Frank? Out of any of those sets?
I rolled a dice and it said TMNT is the one I'm most excited for.
Oh, all right, cool. Ninja Turtles, let's go. I do like the battle in the box though. Take home, do their special draft because it's probably not playable otherwise. That's pretty cool. Battle for a collector pack. That's neat. I like it.
Yeah. You get to
I mean, if
scream
I
at
can
your
get a
friends
good
for
price
4
on
hours.
them, I'd run those. It'd just be battle in a box, dude. Let's go. High CMC. That's who's gonna win the collector pack. Good luck.
Yeah.
But
Okay, here's a trivia question for you. Daedalus wants to know which one of these species of alien is from Deep Space Nine.
The Prophets. The race is a different one altogether, dude. That's freaking Stargate.
The Prophets were from DS9. That's right.
DS9.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the Prophets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That means you win.
Apollo was in. I think
he was in the original series.
The original series because they had a whole Greek god thing a few times. I don't know who Dowd is. Douwd. I don't know if that's the actual spelling or a mistype. I don't know what that is. But the race was different.
There was actually a race in Star Trek that was the Paul Wraiths.
Yes. Okay. What I was saying though is like the Wraiths was the Stargate, and then what was it? Firefly. What were those guys called? Ravens, right? Or the Reavers?
Yeah, Reavers, yeah, something like
Reavers.
that.
Okay, yeah. So I have it right.
Only reason
the
why I
one-off
watched
character
Firefly was
next
because
gen.
of Turg.
Wait, who is he? He says in next gen.
Yeah, next gen character, yeah.
Oh, the paw wraiths. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but you really have to watch out for the maw wraiths. Ha ha. Okay.
Oh.
So why Ninja Turtles? Just because the dice said? That's
Yep.
fair. That pretty much tells me your excitement for like the whole year.
Yeah, that's looking at what's coming out for Magic in 2026 does not leave me with a lot of enthusiasm as a player. As buyer and seller, awesome.
If you were to ask the Magic 8 Ball, I'd probably say ask again later.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a specialty set. I would still probably buy the Ninja Turtles. You know, I don't know that I'm going to go all out for the special. Is it Eastman, Dan, that signed him or something?
Yeah,
I think both of them signed. I don't know. I don't. You can't really tell by the signature, but
I don't know. I do know that they both attend actively conventions, and they do actively still sign merch.
Yeah, so there's a special gold print signed one. Kind of cool. That's the big money from it, I guess. I don't know. You can't even read the card, so it's like, it's cool, but I can't read it, so I don't want to use that. You know, you know what they're doing with it. Like the gross pizza was like, okay, God, you know, did Playmates take over this one? You know. With the super sewer ooze launcher or something, you know, obviously not in the cartoon, but yeah, I don't know. They were fun toys though.
Dude. Now that should be like some sort of item card, or would be like the old Ninja Turtle toys that were just knockoff toys.
Yeah.
You know, maybe for the Star Trek set, you get the Spock helmet.
Oh, bruh. Yeah. I want the Spock sideburn. That'd be sick. Okay, so currently still living in Final Fantasy set. We'll look at Edge of Eternity stuff. Oh, no. You need to get both, dude. Edge of Eternities and Final Fantasy has a lot of landfall love, dude. And you'll need a lot of that to, if you are planning on doing any of the earthbending. Makes it pretty gnarly. So, those two sets, very good. We panned on Edge. You know, I'm more of a sci-fi fan, so I was like, whatever. Okay, cool. I like it. But anyways, a lot of good stuff in it. A ton of decent usable cards for Commander and, you know, current meta standard. You know, Tifa, build up, go burr, kill. Yay, done. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently building a friend oh, see, that's cool. They're doing the separate, you know, Final Fantasies. Like, again, I don't really follow that lore, but I think that's cool because they gave you options. Like, a lot of people will butthurt because, like, oh, but they made like 4 week. You know, hey, that's, I don't know. I think they did pretty good for covering all of the stuffs, but then again, I don't know. You know, I don't know. They did pretty good, Frank, right?
There was a lot of things included in the Final Fantasy set that I was legitimately surprised to see included.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking from gameplay standpoint. Both those sets really together, like, that's where most of your landfall fun stuff's going to come from. It's a lot of crazy stuff in there. Yeah. He wasn't into he wasn't into Magic until Final Fantasy. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Genesis? Happy New Year to you, brother. Hey, Happy New Year's, Michael Superbacker. Thanks for hanging out last night. Super fun. He wasn't until then, and he will likely not buy any more Magic. But we're building this deck, so he'll play with us. Hey, you know, that's cool.
It's the only reason you need.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, if that's the only way you can get him to play, yeah. Oh, there you go. See, you're getting your money's worth because look, you're like motivated to break down some decks and go after some of the Final Fantasy stuffs for Final Fantasy 6. See, that's cool. I think that's the other nice thing too. It does fit well with you know the whole point of making decks and having fun with them. Yeah, heaven forbid. But yeah, I would definitely, if you haven't cryptos, do get some edge. But don't pay the insane prices because it should be back to normal here soon. They just printed a bunch of them, so don't spend more than $1.50. I think. Does that seem reasonable, Frank?
I would like to remind the viewers that DJ Longhair is not asking you to edge. He is telling you that it is a good idea to get Edge of Eternities, the
That
magic
is a
set.
fair assessment, sir. But in regards to the question, that
Yeah,
is
no,
what I
no,
was
no.
asking. Yes.
You are correct. There is
Yeah.
definitely more coming. It is going to be in standard for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think. What was it at? Like 170 or something?
Oh, dude, it got up like 185, 200 for
Absolutely
a freaking
not.
play. Like,
No.
bruh, no. Just sit tight. But a lot of the singles has come down a little bit, so you could just snipe all the. I mean, there's a ton, a lot of uncommons and rares that are all landfall centric. So you want that for your earthbending stuff. So, bruh, it's gonna be brutal. So yeah, definitely pick up some if you can on the cheap if you can find it. But it should be coming down to 120 soon because they just dumped a bunch on the market. So, or will anyway. Same with Bloomburrow play. That one you shouldn't spend more than $1.50 on. Foundation seems to be the hunt really, right? Is it still up there or did it go down?
No,
Mm.
Hard to
Speaking
say.
of prices, Frank, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been kind of hoping that prices on Magic packs, cards, boosters, and whatnot will go down instead of continue their track upwards. What do you think? Do you think they're just going to keep on just skyrocketing their prices, saying they're going to start like regulating rates and not doing it, or do you think that
are you talking
it's
about
gonna
MSRP or are you talking about secondary
Yeah,
market prices?
manufacturing market?
Oh yeah, no. There is zero. So companies have zero reason to lower prices once they have you paying the new prices. Very rarely have we ever seen a company back off from a price hike. It's happened once in Magic's history, and it was with Magic 30, which quickly went from a $1,000 box to a please take this off of our hands. We'll give it to you for going to conventions, please.
Yeah.
With that being said, do you think that that the trend of price raises in Magic is going to continue, or do you think it's going to level off?
It's going to continue going up until
Yes.
Wizards of the Coast has hit a point where people are not going to buy it anymore. Then they will
Yeah.
back off a bit and then give it 5 years until people forget, and then they'll try again. This has been happening with Wizards of the Coast in general, not just with Magic, but with Wizards Hasbro in general. Really, they've been doing this really poorly. We could talk about HasLab if at another day if you'd like, because I got to get out of here soon.
Yeah.
But Hasbro as a company has a really I don't want to say it's like specific to them, but Hasbro has a long history of slowly raising prices until they hit a point where no one's really all that interested in buying, then backing off for a bit, waiting for, people to kind of move on with their lives and then try again in a few more years. HasLabs itself is a shining example of this. You can actually look up a long conga line of products that they have inflated prices for no real reason. I think the Ghost Rider HasLab thing stuck out to me the most. But there's
What
a
is
long
that?
list. HasLab is a buy directly from Hasbro website. It's
Okay.
usually used for action figures, but they do some Magic the Gathering collabs on there from time to time, like a Nerf MTG gun, which was interesting to say the
Yeah.
least. But for the most part, HasLab is their exclusive online toy store where you can buy toys from them directly.
Doesn't HasLab do the custom sets for the GI Joes that look like you? Isn't that where you'd go for the custom?
I believe they
G.I.
used
Joes?
to. I believe they used to do that. Yes.
Yeah.
They do
But
a lot of weird things on that website where they experiment with the concept for a bit and then drop it off. This was really prevalent with D&D for a bit, where D&D prices were being really like smugly raised, and they were acting like no one noticed, but everybody noticed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Frank, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out. It's been a fun conversation today, all over the board, really.
Yeah.
I hope that they have all the Ninja Turtle-ness that you want and can ever need in the Ninja Turtle set, dude. I'm stoked for you.
I'm sure they will. You guys have yourselves a great night.
All right, buddy. Have a
good night.
Yeah.
You know, with the Ninja Turtle set, there's only 8 potential cards that I want.
Well, for me, game-wise, there's a couple of Ninja Turtles that are in my colors, but they have a lot of mixed colors that I don't ever use. So, I mean, for me, I'll play it if, initially.
I mean, I'd be getting it for the nostalgic collectible.
The member berries, yeah.
The member berries. So, you can get the 4 turtles, Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang, and Shredder. And then maybe a handful of the other ones, of the other characters. But really, those are probably going to be the only ones that people are going to want anyway. Those are the characters people talk about. I mean, whether or not April O'Neil has a Rule 34 page or not is a different story. I mean, April was always hot, even in the movies.
Wait, Venus?
Venus is my favorite turtle. Come on, she was one of my favorite girls.
Oh yeah,
Venus de Milo. Yeah. She was one of 3 female turtles in the series.
Right. Huh. Well, I mean, you would think...
Oh, franchise, not series.
Yeah. You would think with current whatever that they would maybe have that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely would look forward to that. Although, really, even though it didn't at my comic book shop, people bashed on the Spider-Man stuff, and they wanted more of what they put out for the X-Men stuff that they did for that secret layer, and they expected one thing and got the Spider-Verse set. They were not happy at my comic book shop. The fanboys who were going after the comic book collectible were not happy.
Yeah. And like I said on packaging, Bob even said if you just had the most recognizable character like on the collector instead of Gwen, probably would have been better. I mean,
but you know why
it is,
you know why they're pushing Gwen, right?
I have some ideas, yes.
Well, mainly because now that Disney is why they're pushing Gwen. Disney makes money off of female characters. Disney does not make money off of male characters. There's a reason why that they treated Andor, even though it was a much better series of all the Star Wars series that Disney put out. Yeah. It was the better of the Disney Star Wars stuff, and they treated it horribly. They just dropped season 2 all in 2 days. And really. Drop a whole season in 2 days for Andor, and it was probably one of the better pieces of work when it comes to Star Wars that Disney ever did. But male characters don't make money for Disney, and that's the reason why they're trying to push the Gwen Stacy thing, is because they're trying to attract the female audience. And the female audience,
Cryptos, it's the current gen, but if you go back into, I don't know, all the different Ninja Turtles that they put out, she was the most recent, in 97 too or something. I don't remember, but they made April not white a few times, so it's not a new thing. But it would be awesome to see the old as well represented, as they
did the same thing to Lex Luthor. Nobody complained when they changed ethnicities for Lex Luthor. Nobody complained when they changed ethnicities for a couple other characters. I believe that was just an arguing point that the political side wanted to have. And,
no, what I'm saying, okay. I don't care. I am just spitting facts. That is not my argument. I am just saying that, yes, she's been a different color a few times. It's not new. But what I would appreciate, as they are showing the old art, Dan, some love, can we get some Aprils in time as well? That would be cool, because she was different. She was white. She was beige-ish. I don't. She was all kinds of different things. It'd be cool to see all the
Yeah.
Aprils, right? That would be cool. I'm down for that. I don't think they will though, because she's a redhead. You know. Um, but
Well, there's
that would work for me. That would be cool. You know.
yeah.
Because why would they sell the deck box in advance with all the turtles, and not sell that particular April, and said they went the old April, right?
I think because it's all about nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the nostalgia gimmick, it's the hook, as we always talk about. There's
Right.
that hook that they got to get the
Right.
new players into, the new collectors into,
Yeah.
the new money. Because let's face it, how long does the standard set sell for
Right.
before they release a new set? You know, you're looking at people who are going to buy for nostalgia are going to be the adults, the parents who are trying to get their kids into it, and they know, hey, they have Ninja Turtles that my kid watches. We're going to put that out as a set, and I'm going to get my kid into my favorite game.
Yeah, and Michael Supacker had a good. Let's have a look, man. Might as well. But carry on, Dan. I'm just saying, good idea. Let's have a look at the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you know, depending on what the contract has to say, I mean, they got a lot going for Ninja Turtles, that including 2 spin-off series, not including the spin-offs that they have for the comic books, and there's a lot of directions that they can go. And I feel like Paramount's been working with Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast for quite a while.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to see a lot more from Ninja Turtles than you will see from the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I mean they pre-hyped it like a bit ago. You know, they're doing their oh, this set just came out. Hey, Ninja Turtles now. Like, whoa, dude, it's not set for a while. But this Super Shredder is not. It's a mutant. Damn it. Okay. I did want to mess with mutants though.
That Donatello right there with the Turtle Man. Whoo!
Yeah, and do you see what's on the screen?
Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of that Donatello right there.
No, but do you see what's on the screen?
I see Donatello. I see Shredder. I see Leonardo. There we go.
Hold on.
Mythic spoilers.
This is cool.
Here we go.
Hold on. Oh, Paramount. Yeah, okay, dude, chill.
Yeah, Paramount.
All
of
right,
course.
look what's on the screen. See, he has his little laser thing, and then do you see what's on the screen there?
It's very small on my screen.
Okay. It's the old Super Nintendo or Nintendo game, dude. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Hey, that is cool.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big fan of the art on this one. They made his face look weird. He doesn't look like a Ninja Turtle. He looks like a gecko or something, you know?
Kinda. Bro, Paramount, chill. See, they do the old art here with like doubling season. Like, they could do that with the Aprils, you know?
Yeah, that's a continuously reprinted art. I'd like to see what they should have done is they should have got Eastman and Laird to do some fresh art for it.
Oh, that would have been sick.
You know,
this
instead of
right
having
here, though,
some
dude,
of this.
I'm
gonna be honest. That Donatello right there, though, it looks like it's AI. Also, kind of like they even screwed up Leonardo's face. And look, like Raphael's close, but like, what's his arm doing? Like who drew this? Does the guy not know how to draw an arm? Was it broken? What's going on with Raphael's arm?
Well, and then because it's culturally inappropriate, he doesn't have his size.
Yeah, he does. He has a laser sight. Apparently, it's all red.
Well, it's not laser, but no, notice it only has one little tongue thingy.
No, it has one right on the side. There's one on the side. It's an angle that they drew it at.
Yeah, no,
but these look AI. These look AI.
Some of them, yeah. See, like normally, look at Raphael's technique. Normally, it would have the other thing. But
yeah,
it was just news to me. They're like, oh well, they took over, so they were like, I don't know, I think.
See, right here with this April right here, they have like a mix between the new April and the old April. See,
Yeah.
the thing that people don't like about the new series is, with April being the way she is not the, while people are using the ethnicity as a talking point, it's really more of a fact that they really ruined April's character by the way it's written in the
Yeah.
cartoon. Like
Well,
April's
she was
character
mixed
was written a
before,
certain,
so I don't care
just
about
the way
that
her
part.
character was
But her
written, like
characters,
attitude-wise,
yeah,
personality-wise, the way she
yeah.
was written before, you know.
Oh, look at those glorious pizzas. Oh God. Um. Yeah, and
I think
Krang's
those are
weird.
like memes on actual images. Scroll down to those pizzas again. Those look like memes on like, because that's not how they would have done it in any of the cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm calling AI. I'm calling AI.
Oh, I like that. Oh, dude, the mountain has raspberries on it. Bruh.
I do remember the April from the Super Nintendo game.
Hey,
Even
come
better,
on.
remember
The forest is a meme there. We always called it broccoli.
that's why I'm saying these are meme cards. They're not even.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely calling AI. It doesn't look like anybody spent time on it. I probably could have done a better job with Grok.
Huh. And Krang's a little weird.
Yeah. You know, heck, I would have even liked to see some concept art. You know, some of the like more throwback art. Even, I mean, more than just that old Eastman and Laird cover art that's overprinted. You know, this is this one piece right there, that doubling season, is the same complaint I have with the Marvel stuff. It's just they keep on putting out the same exact re-releases of covers, and when they, instead of doing a whole new one.
Yeah, well, I mean, when they do it right, for example, everyone was giving crap to Sparkle Vamp because he was playing Batman. Actually, it really wasn't a bad movie. They did change the ethnicity of what's his name?
Which Batman?
This is the one with the guy from bro. Come on, brain. From the Sparkle Vamp series, dude. Where they all
Oh,
sparkle in the sun.
that
That's
was
why
a
they don't come out.
horrible movie. That was a horrible movie. Good comic book
Oh,
series that they based it off of. Batman Year One, great series, but
yeah.
that was just a horrible movie.
You didn't like it?
No, it was horrible. I
Oh,
despised it. It was the
dude,
worst
Penguin
Batman
from it,
movie
the
in my
offshoot was pretty
opinion.
awesome.
Oh no. Penguin was great. You know, I mean, it wasn't the characters. I mean, it was a great take on like the Batman Year One kind of noirish
Right.
Batman, less putting your money into like expensive tech and actually building a car. Exactly the way they did it in the TV series, like everything, not TV series, in the original comic book from like the year
Yeah,
one
but
series.
I'm just saying that the
But
character or the actor that played Gordon did pretty good.
oh no, they got
it,
some good
yeah, it was
actors in
pretty
there. They
good.
got good
Yeah.
actors in there. It just was, I just didn't like it. You know, I mean,
It was different, but like
I.
I said, the Penguin series was I was pretty impressed.
But then again, I grew up with Batman having nipples, and I grew, and
yeah.
you know.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like if they kept her, if they changed her, and the character was the same, but yeah, they make her loud and abrasive. Just doesn't really fit. Like, I mean, she was never not abrasive, really. I mean, she was always a go-getter. She always got the story.
Daedalus wants to know, what are the boss cards?
Oh, what are these boss cards? There's not a lot of information on it. But there's some special cards. I think Ninja Turtle. It's so confusing with all the symbols. Hold on. Okay, the tortoise shell ones is Commander. I believe the regular symbol Ninja Turtle face, that is the actual set. So the ones with the tortoise shell should be eternal, basically. Does it give the breakdown, colors, date? And then, yeah, we already have the a few of the commander cards from Marvel already. So that's going to be the Fantastic Four deck.
Figures are going to show off the Fantastic Four stuff right off the bat. You know, I mean, Fantastic Four, Avengers.
But Doom Boy right here, I'm stoked for. And he's a villain. Yay for my crappy villain decks. Yay. Baron's interesting too. I'm just bummed.
Really, you feel Doctor Doom's a villain. I mean, he is an antagonist in the Fantastic Four storyline, but you don't feel like
same with the X-Men. Like the villains aren't really villains per se; they're just misguided kind of thing. At least that's
Doctor
what
Doom.
Sony said.
No, he's not misguided. He knows exactly what he's up to. He's a ruler of his own country.
Yeah,
Doctor Doom is the ruler of his own country. One of the smartest men alive, depending on how you look at it. One piece of lore says that he pretty much stood on everybody's shoulders to get where he's at. But you know, I mean, really, if you look at it, Doom is a hero to his countrymen.
Yeah.
I mean, as a ruler of a civilization, as one of the most powerful magicians, most brilliant scientists and inventors, even though he has taken other people's tech and merged them into his own, you know, he has pretty much cornered the multiverse on his own and helped create Battle Planet. Doom is a hero. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, like, I would say that you can't put him in a. I would argue putting him in a villain deck. You'd be, my opinion, it'd be sacrilege.
Yeah. But I mean, Magneto wants to kill off humans and states this clearly multiple times. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
but Magneto he was treated bad by humanity. He was put in slave camps as hey,
what's up, Miss Panda? How you doing?
I think Magneto's also falls under the anti-hero category, not villain. You know, even though his version of the X-Men is the League of League of evil mutants or something like that.
Dan, he has a good point here. But I just want to say this in general. Trauma does not excuse action, and it's well written enough that you care that this is the point, and you get his point, and you get the other.
Oh yeah. I agree with this statement, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, there's a great documentary.
Oh yes, Happy New Year to you. Yes, we had a blast last night, and I've been paying for it all day. But that's the day you do it. Yeah, Brotherhood of Mutants. Yes.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Mutants, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, is what they called it for a while in the 70s. But you know, I mean, it had it in the name for a while, and then they took out the evil part. But I really wouldn't put Magneto.
Lore aside, though, Dan, I'm just happy for more options for my villain deck, so that's why I'm excited. So
yeah. Now here we got the Baron here, Zemo, right? And Zemo, he considers himself a hero. You know, he doesn't consider himself a villain, you know, and it's also in the eye of who's classifying you as who you are. Now, once again, it's in his title. He's a baron, you know, also in a sense, kind of a ruler of a country to a certain degree. And you know, I mean, for a lot of these characters, particularly in the Marvel universe, they actually see themselves as the heroes, where DC they left the camp in the 70s, and in the 80s they started going darker, but it wasn't until like the early 2000s when you started getting some nuance to DC villains, for example, where they were given a little bit more personal nuance and storyline in the for Marvel a lot sooner.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Zemo was, and one of the, and he was a as well, yes, but he was also a person, you know, a person of power, politically as well as militaristically.
Yeah. Well, I'm just stoked for, like I said, for my crappy villains deck. It won't be as
No, but
bad.
you're right, Daughterless.
Yeah.
That is a fact as well.
But also a lot of mutants, so I'm stoked for that getting fleshed out a bit as a tribe or type or what have you. So I'm not a big fan on some of this. Like the Electra's kind of cool. But
That's a
Ephemerate,
cover art. The Electra is a cover art for one of the stuff. They used to do a lot of the Electra stuff in this style back in the 90s.
mm,
Also, pretty much you have you got your different characters here, but particularly like the Thanos right there. That right there is an actual page from a comic book. I love it, even though it's really overprinted. It's one of my favorite pages.
What about this Hulk?
I don't like it.
Yeah,
They look like they like.
What?
Well, see, it looks like to me they took an existing Hulk cover from the Masterpiece collection and ran it through an AI to make it look slightly different.
Yeah, right. That's what people are complaining about.
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff Magic's been putting out lately has been AI, and I don't buy their defenses. Oh, we're not using AI. We're not using AI. You know, it's obvious.
What
They're
about
using
Widow? Like, she seems kind of weird. Is that a cover?
That's a cover, yeah.
Oh, okay. The two.
Like I said, I'd like to see them do some original art that's not like funky AI crap, like with that stuff we were looking at with the Ninja Turtles. It's obvious that's doesn't even match any of the Ninja Turtles art.
Well, this Tuesday I'm gonna try to make it, guys. We have the actual previews for Lorwyn. I mean, wow. We had previews for every other set but Lorwyn. You would think they want to hype Lorwyn. Hopefully, it'll be some good stuff. But we kind of know the story is a road trip from Strixhaven, so okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Marvel did do some weird art on their own, especially the artists. There was a big old scandal back in the 80s where some of the Marvel artists got replaced by other artists. Artists from Malibu. I think it was the 90s actually when Marvel bought Malibu Comics or acquired Malibu Comics. They replaced some of the artists with the Malibu Comics artists who were lesser paid artists, and some of these Marvel artists started doing some NSFW versions of some of the female characters.
Oh yeah,
and selling them on their own. There was a big old issue about that. You can actually find a documentary on YouTube about it.
Oh wow, interesting. Yeah. So for me, dude, we're gonna have a different, like, not a soulstone, but whatever the other rocks are for the gauntlet. That's gonna happen. So there's 6 stones, right, Dan? Or is it 5? 6, right?
It's 6 stones. It's 5 stones, and then you have a soul stone.
We know for sure they're gonna at least do 3, but they'll probably have 6 different sets. So eventually.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
all of them
if they're going to release any of the Infinity Stones, they'll release the Infinity Stones all in the same set. It'll piss people off. It'll piss people off.
Remember, Soulstone was solo in Spider-Man. They'll make it the chase card, yeah.
But okay, that was in the Spider-Man stuff. I mean, not all the Infinity Stones made their way into the Spider side of the storylines. During the Infinity Crusades and even Infinity Watch and the other Infinity storylines, those afterwards they were split up before they went to what's his name? Warlock. Before Warlock started the Infinity Watch, those stones were split up yet once again, and not all the storylines got to see all the stones. So it makes sense that Spider-Man only got 1 stone in their set.
Yeah. Well, we don't know yet. We'll find out more closer too, but I think that's going to happen. We're going to get another stone for sure, and that will probably be the chase card. So. we'll see. No mention of serialization yet, so. But this set, we have our cereal, at least one cereal being the Bitter Blossom on a stick. So that's going to be cool. Yeah. Well, I'm feeling like I got to get on some dinner or something. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. As far as what's going on this week, I am not sure on streams until Sunday. We might pop in and do some randomness. I'm not 100%, but there's some few things I'm working on setting up the room. I got to get to some old content and get that posted because I totally failed on the advent calendar thing because my health's been up and down lately. So I have a lot of catching up to do. So hopefully I'll get to it, you know. But today I am not doing nothing. So thank you guys for tuning in. Pleasure as always. Dan, good luck with your move. Stay in contact with us. I'll keep us posted.
Well, I'll still be here. I'll still be on the show. I just will be Sans cartoon character.
Yeah, no worries, man. Hey, always a pleasure, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you later. And I am waiting on my check to come in. Probably be late, so probably mid next week. I will be looking to mass ship. So don't say anything yet. When the check comes in, I'll hit y'all up for the shipping, and we'll get that going. But I gotta wait for that to clear and all that fun stuff. So, no rush right now. But next week, I'm hoping we can get a lot of stuff out that is in your guys' stash and stuff. So just hit me up. Make sure I have the correct address and all that fun stuff. Other than that, Dan, thanks for coming on. Great having you last night for the New Year. That was crazy. Good times.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. We actually had fun on New Year's. Crazy.
Yeah.
And paying for it still, but it was awesome. Other than that, guys, girls, whatever you identify as, stay awesome. Remember, the only salt we want to bring is in game. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening and week. We'll catch you later. Bye and stuff. Yeah, bye.
Late.